Donna J. Donnan presents Ask Donna, a weekly podcast on a plethora of topics and tips. Donna's podcast is split into 4 distinct sub-podcasts. The first week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Bloggers podcast on such topics as overcoming bullies and bullying, tips on entrepreneurship, and protecting oneself from scams and scammers. The second week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Coach podcast. A bit of this, a bit of that from her monthly Did You Know diary. The third week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Homemaker podcast. Tips on everyday hints to help you take advantage of natural remedies and solutions. And the fourth week of the month is where Donna's podcast is all about her product review and a book review. Sit back and enjoy.
Hello there, it's Donna J. Jodhen, your host for the Ask Donna show. And it is week 2 for the month of October. And I'd like to thank everyone for continuing to listen in and provide me with your thoughts, your suggestions, your feedback, and your comments. And I want to thank my dear friend Victor Guvia for continuing to support me, and my friend Mike Ciuccello, who is producing my shows. So, I hope that everybody is enjoying the month of October. We are into the second week, and time is just flying by so quickly, eh? For this week, we are into Ask the Coach. And I've taken my tips from my own diary, my own monthly diary. It's called A Bit of This and a Bit of That, from Donna's Did You Know diary. And here's what I'm going to share with you for this week. And first, it's a bit of interesting trivia. Did you know that bald eagles can eat fish, or they love fish, and they can live up to about 40 years in the wild? They're monogamous and are very, very faithful to their partners. They are very faithful to their partners until death do us part. They are especially renowned for their eyesight. Yeah. Eagles, or bald eagles, are very special birds. And they can see forward and to both sides of their field of vision, right? Depending on which way they look. They have stereoscopic vision, and they can also look sideways. They have a lot of seeing power. And they have color vision. They have perfect vision. And they could even identify a rabbit at a very, very far distance. And they can do this identifying the rabbit moving almost a mile away, believe it or not. And they can do so much more. They can even spot a mouse over a 3-mile radius. Can you believe that? Okay, here's my second tip. What is the difference between ointment and cream? Ointment is thicker than cream, and care needs to be taken when spreading your ointment. It is easier to spread cream. Number 3, about one's hands. Yeah, Did you know that your hands or our hands consist of 27 bones? 27 joints and 34 muscles and over 100 ligaments, believe it or not. Let's go over this again. One's hands, 27 bones, 27 joints, wow, 34 muscles, and over 100 ligaments. And there's also a lot of nerves and soft tissue. Yeah, wow, huh. And there are also numerous blood vessels that make up our hands. It is important to learn about the anatomy of the hand in order to learn more about other diseases. Yes? And other conditions. And we need to do this so that we understand more greatly what affects our hands. Our ability to function every day depends on our hands. Things like feeding ourselves. Yeah? Bathing is another function of our hands. Yeah? And a wide range of other tasks. These tasks would not be possible without the use of our hands. It is hard to imagine not being able to use our hands. Yeah? It is very hard to imagine our lives without hands. Yeah? Okay. This is the fourth tip. What exactly is a sheet pan? A sheet pan is used when cooking meat and veggies together. It is great for one meal combinations. Number 5. What is this about tea? Brewing tea leaves taste better than using a tea bag. Number 6. About prolonging the life of strawberries. Cut them up into small sizes. Cut them up into small slices or pieces and sprinkle sugar over them. Store them in a container and put them in your fridge. Number 7, about your phone charger. It consists of a connector and a charger block. So you insert one end of the connector into the block and the other end into your iDevice. Number 8, how can you make it easier to cut your nails? Soak your nails in warm water before cutting them. Those are my tips for this month, from the Ask Donna diary. A bit of this and a bit of that from What Did You Know About Donna's diary. Okay? All right. I'm also going to share with you some questions that were sent to me as a sight loss coach, and I'm going to give you the answers that I gave to these people who sent me their questions, okay? Ways to organize prescription pills. That's what one person asked me. And I said to this person, there are several ways to do it. You could either label your prescription pills using Braille, using large print, putting your pill bottles in an orderly fashion, organize them so that you know what they are, maybe in alphabetical form. You could try that. But now there is a prescription reader on the market, a talking prescription reader that you can use. There are labels that the pharmacy can give to you, and there's a little machine that when you stick the labels on the bottles, the prescription reader can read what these prescriptions are. Next question, how to deal with noisy places. And this is something that I often have difficulty with. You know, you can use earbuds to minimize the noise, but if you do that, you run the risk of not being able to hear what's going on around you. So my best piece of advice to anyone as to how to deal with noisy places is simply try and avoid these noisy places when they're most noisy. This may sound very, not a good enough answer. But let's say, for example, you want to go to a mall and it is often very noisy. I would go to a mall at the times when I think these malls are quiet, when the stores are quiet. You can't always do this, but you can try. But for a blind or vision impaired person, dealing with noisy places is not easy because you have to concentrate more intently when you are in a noisy place. Next, how to safely descend wet steps. If you know that the steps are wet, here's what you do. Go very slowly. Put one foot in front of the other. Do not run down wet steps. Hold on to the railings if they are on either side of you. If you have a cane, put the cane in front of you, step by step, so that the cane goes down one step first, and then you put your feet on either side of the cane. Go slowly as they come. Do not think that you can descend wet steps in a hurry. You want to know more from me? Please send me an email to askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. Okay, again, askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. If you'd like to know more about me as a sight loss coach, visit www.donnajodhan.com and access the coach page. There's a lot for you to read at this website. That's it for me for this week, folks. Ask the Coach. I hope you enjoyed my show. I wish you a great rest of the day, a great rest of the week. Thank you for listening in, and we will see you again next week. Bye for now.
That's it for this week. Donna hopes that you enjoyed her podcast today. She thanks you for having taken time to tune in and looks forward to being with you next week. Send your thoughts and feedback to Donna at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com.